Hey there YouTube, welcome back for another episode of Mortal Realms Monday Magazine Review. This week, taking a look at issue 35 of the Mortal Realms magazine. And with this issue, we get some Liberators and Prosecutors. And if I remember this the right way round, we got the 4 Liberators and a Prosecutor there. So why it says Prosecutors, I don't know, as it's just the one. But we got the 5 bases there, and these guys are all on one sprue. So there we go. Now what I noticed with this is sprue B of a set, and there's no clippings or anything, so it is part of a box set. So do you buy these as a set, or are these, or is this a sprue from the what was it, the Soul Wars set? I didn't collect that, so I'm not sure, but I'm assuming it is. And obviously I'll put a price up for that at the end of the video. I'll check the price on it and see where this sprue came from. But if you guys know, let me know down in the comments. But anyway, we've got our 4 Liberators and the Prosecutor. So, that's that. Let's take a look at the magazine itself, shall we? So, this issue, obviously, we've got the Liberators and the Prosecutors, painting our new models, and we get some new War Scrolls and Battle Plan. So, Stormcast Eternals, the Harbinger Chambers. Of all the strike chambers, the Harbinger Chambers are the swiftest and most mobile. They are often the first force to make contact with the enemy. They are winged warriors descending from the heavens, whilst shield-bearing Liberators charge forward to crush the foe. Unlike their comrades in the Warrior Chamber, the Liberators of the Harbinger Chambers fight as an aggressive assault force, supporting their airborne allies with brutal charges. So we've got a little bit here on the way that this chamber is organised. And we've got the Lord Celestant, the Knight Venators, which I do believe we do get some of these guys. A Knight Heralder, I'm not too sure. Obviously the Liberators and the Prosecutors we've got here, so we know we get those, and I'm pretty sure we get some Judicators as well. And then obviously the way that it's arranged is you've got the Liberators, 3 retinues of Liberators for the Redeemer Conclave, 9 retinues of Prosecutors for the Angelos Conclave, and 3 retinues of Judicators for the Justicar Conclave. And then we've got the Lord Celestant, Lord Relicator, 1 to 3 Lords and 3 to 9 Knights. Right. Then we've got the Orruk War Clans. So if you're a premium subscriber to this, then our next premium box is the Orruks. And I think with that we get some models and a pot of yellow paint. And basically, as far as I know, Orruk is Orcs. It's Games Workshop's way of, what would you call it, not copywriting, but the other one, similar to copywriting, but for the for names. So the War of Orruk race is loud enough to shake the mortal realms to its foundations. They are hulking green-skinned warriors who live only to fight. To them, war is the entire reason for their existence. They will battle all that stand before them until only the mightiest warriors remain. It's been a while since I collected Orcs. I did have a small Orc army back with Fantasy, consisting of Black Orcs and some Feral Orcs, I think they were called back then. Not sure what they're called now, but yeah. So we've got the iron jaws, the bone splitters, and they make the wah. Then we got some more on the realms. The Everspring Swathe Part 1. Lush and verdant, the Everspring Swathe was once a haven for the cycle of life. During the age of myth, Alarielle made her home here. The Everqueen's very presence drives the lands of the Everspring Swathe, or swath, to new heights of fertility, ensuring that new life is forever bursting forth from the rich soil. So a little bit here on the age of myth. Obviously we've had that age through Mortal Realms, and I think we're now coming into a new age with the new box set that's just been released. The new starter set starts a new age, and this magazine isn't falling apart for once. It's actually quite a bit stuck on there. So obviously a little bit more on the age there. Then we've got the assembly guide on how to build the Liberators, and pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts per guy, and obviously follow the numbers: 1, 2, 3 and 4 for the first guy, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the second guy, 9, 10, 11, 12 for the third guy, and 13 to 16 for the fourth guy, with the 40mm bases. And then on the reverse of that, obviously we've got the Prosecutor. Now, as I did in the previous video, when I paint this guy, I'll be painting the wings separate and gluing them on once he's done. And you can check the video for that one up in the corner here. And for this video, we'll do him again. I think last time I painted him, he was in the golds and blues, but obviously as I've now changed my army and sticking with the Celestant Vindicators, this week's video will be this guy painted in those colours. So do be sure to check the video for that, so that we've got videos for different colour schemes. Then obviously how to paint these guys. So quick flick through this, and then we got a tutorial. So the shooting phase tutorial, including the Lookout Sir rule, which was not a rule back when I played Fantasy, I don't think, or at least I never used it. I never bothered playing with it. Now, something I've noticed with these, and I noticed it on the previous model that I did a couple of weeks back. You'll have to check that out. That was the Lord Executioner. That their helmets aren't helmets; they are masks. And as you can see here, we've got the strap with a buckle, which means that this part is possibly shaved head or bone, depending if you want them to have skulls or not, or as a head. So I am actually painting mine now a sort of flesh tone with a stubble kind of shaven head on these. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think, whether the straps are for a mask pulled over a helmet, or if it's all part of a helmet. If you're doing these so that they've got skulls underneath or heads underneath, or yeah, whatever. It'd be interesting to see what you guys are making of this, if you've done them as same helmet colour or painted. And it will be interesting to see how the magazine details it. Will they say that this is now the same as the gold parts, or do we paint that separate? Anyway, moving on with the shooting tutorial. Obviously you've got a little bit of the descriptions on the back, and shooting in combat and things like that. Then we've got War Scroll for the Celestar Ballista, and then a bit of a tutorial on how to use the ballista there. And then the battle plan is the Ruins of Summersong. So the ruins of Summersong are vast indeed. The Stormcast Eternals scout them, searching for the Nighthaunt's lair. And obviously that's using our battle plan for, sorry, not the battle plan, the battle mat for the Realm of Life, I think that one was called. But for this battle you'll need the Guardian of Souls, a Dreadblade Harrow, so it's just the one of them, 2 units of 5 Harridans, 4 Myamon Banshees, and for the Eternals you want the Lord Exorcist, the Celestar Ballista, 2 Prosecutors and 8 Liberators. And obviously with that brings us to the end of this week's issue. So moving on to next week, we can look forward to the Azerite Abel Tower. I am looking forward to painting that. Obviously we'll be going through how to paint that with next week's video. And for the next 3 more issues after this, we do get models with every issue, so I will go through, there'll be a painting video for each one of those representant for that issue. And issue 37 we get the Gryph-hound pack, so 3 Gryph-hounds and some Corellia Greenshade, which I have been needing. I don't have any of that yet. It's one of the last shades that I do need, so that will come quite in handy. So yeah, that's the end of the issue, guys, and with that, the end of the video. So thanks a lot for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button down below, and please subscribe to the channel. As I mentioned last week, I am looking to pick the pace of the channel back up, get some more videos out, working on a few things. It's just the last month or so has been a little bit difficult for me, as I mentioned with last week's painting video. But I am back, and I am putting some more effort in, and hopefully we can get the channel growing and get it moving forward with some pace. And until next time, guys, take it easy and keep painting those minis.